Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play JoshL7. We are on level 11, Prison Hall. Let's go and get started here. So it looks like we've got these clusters of blocks that we can get to with a bomb, so I think what I'm going to do here is apparently not extract both of those. Okay, so that's impossible. I can't actually get both of these out. So this was a waste. Well, maybe not, because there's a door there. So maybe you have to blow that bomb up before anything else. So, alright, so we got 4 blocks to use. So we need to create some nails and also put a block in that bomb over there. Okay, let me think about this here for a minute. So what I'm seeing here, we're going to have to waste 1 block eventually, because I'm going to have to put 1 here, and then 1 over here, and then another 1 here, because that's going to get pushed over there. But then after that, then I'm going to have to push... Yeah, okay, I see how it's going to go. Okay, so let's do that. We don't have a lot of time either, so we're going to have to make a beeline for the chips here as soon as we can get all these blocks in place. Alright, so this should hold for this one. Okay, so now I believe we're going to have to do this. Alright, so now oh, did that... Oh, whoops. Okay, so that was a bit of a mistake. I shouldn't have pushed this to the left all the way. But how would I have avoided that? That's the question. I don't actually know. Because there's no way I could really extract it from there. Alright, so that's not going to work. I was about to hit F1, but this is not CC2, so... Okay. So I really cannot get both of these out. There is no way that's possible. And as far as I can tell, I have to blow these bombs up. I mean, there's no reason not to blow the bombs up. So I think we were on the right track originally. We have to do this. Like, I don't see any way around this opening sequence. We have to do something in which that's stuck in that position. And that's really the only way we can do it. But now comes the interesting part. How in the world do you get that down? And I'm not really sure how you would pull that off. The only thing I can think of is maybe you're not supposed to explode that bomb early. Can you get away with that, though? You actually might be able to, come to think of it. Because you don't strictly need this block right now. So... let me do that. That's actually a very clever way to enforce a dependency, basically, where you have to, or like a prerequisite, where you have to do something before something else. So let's do that, because at least that way that block is actually used for something worthwhile. Because I don't believe, short of boosting backwards on the force floor, and I'm not sure even that's possible, in MS, even, that there's really any way around that. Alright, so now I'm going to put this over here. So now with that block down there, we can successfully cross whenever this is nailed to that spot. And then I can bring this. Okay, that was cool. I love levels like this with just that extra little bit of gotcha, but it's not too mean. This was just right. It managed to have that... You gotta be careful, but it wasn't like overly... What's the word? Where's the exit anyway? It wasn't overly ha ha ha, you're dumb, you know. It wasn't like that at all. It wasn't demeaning, I think is the best way to put it. Okay, is the exit not near this area, or is it... There it is, right there. Alright, onward. Blue Key Chamber. I believe this uses the walls of Split Path from CCLP4. Alright, so that's really... I can't really go in there. This is really the only option I have. Now, should I push that button now or not? I probably should have been paying closer attention. I've also got the opportunity to get a blue key here, so I won't squander that. Alright. I believe there's a thin wall under the block, so I can't really get that blue key either. But let me figure out what the purpose of these blue doors even is. So right now, there's this. I don't really see any reason to do that yet. The one over here, at the very least, allows me to push the block upward. I'm not really sure if that accomplishes anything, though. Unless... Oh, I see what it does. I can actually get the ball to go over here, right? Ah, that's cool. I like that mechanism, because now it's constantly toggling. I realized right as I pressed the key, I was like, yes, this is going to be horrible. Alright. I don't know if the thieves actually serve a purpose besides just barriers that you can't push blocks through. Alright, so now I can go through here. I'm not sure if I should be getting the skates yet. So if I did get the skates, I could go back through there, or I could go here, except I can't. I could go through there, though, and then I can get the extra keys I missed. So now the thieves serve as barriers in a maze-like sense, which is pretty cool. I can't really go over there, but I'm not sure there's really any need to. Okay, so now, if I'm gonna... Okay. So the question here is... What exactly is the harm of opening this door? Because right now, aside from not being able to get back in here without suction boots, which I don't think this level has. First of all, where's this tank that I'm controlling, apparently? Over there. Oh, I see. That's where I can get back into that room. And apparently there's a teleporter there with a ball. Not sure what that's all about. So it looks like I have to go here. And either be forced to lose those, or... Okay, this is interesting. So it looks like the tank is ultimately used to... I think I'm ultimately supposed to take this block to that bomb. I think that's what's going on here. So let me do this. Do that, although now I've got this... problem with the blue key. But I'm not going to come back here, right? Right, so let's go through here. That's very clever. I like the way that's set up. I gotta say, this is a really good example of how to use the walls of a level for something completely different than the original. Because the original level was like all force floor maze thing, and this was like an actual puzzle, and it was really interesting too. So I really liked that a lot. So far these levels are very consistent, and I'm really enjoying the set. Fire glide caves. Okay. So there's fireballs and gliders. I'm assuming that's the reference. So I need to get the fireball into this area, presumably. I guess we'll do this. Okay, I don't really see any reason to take this... Why did I do that? I was going to say, I don't really see any reason to use that other block unless there's something under it. I know Josh likes hiding things under blocks, but I'm not sure this one actually has anything. Nope, it doesn't. That's good. I appreciate when there's less hidden information. Okay, so now we can go up here. So now we got a new one, and this one involves... Huh, now that's interesting. It involves going through and... Okay, I think I see what you have to do. You have to use one of these blocks on that. And then you have to use another block to facilitate the flow of gliders. So let me actually reverse the direction there. There we go. There we go. Alright, so next one, we've got fireballs and two... What? How does this work? So obviously we need to get a fireball to hit that one. The question is, do we have to get a fireball to hit this one? I guess if you were... Yeah, I see how that would work. I was trying to think here how you would... Oof. I only want to get one of the fireballs to do this. I don't want to get both of them, and that's kind of the struggle here. Okay, so let's let them go through there. And then I'm going to let one of them in, but not the other. Okay, perfect. Alright, so now, if I'm not mistaken, all we should need to do is something like this, where we... This is going to be really tight, but I think we can make it work. Basically, I want him to go all the way around. Oh, wait a minute, that one isn't going to... Oh, whoops. That was a mistake. Okay. I wanted to get... I thought it was on the edges, but it's in the middle. How in the world are you supposed to set that up? Oh, man. And this is pretty far into the level, too. There's even 2 rooms after this. Alright. So if I had a suggestion for this level right off the bat, it would probably be to allow for a little more time to think about how you're going to pull this off. Because with this many rooms and the fact that they do have something a little different, it can be a little daunting to get that figured out. And I'm not, by the way, I should mention here on the channel, just for the record, I'm not one of those people who's like very adamant about you have to be able to solve a level on the first try. I don't believe you should need to make your levels like that. I think for some levels that's necessary depending on what they're trying to accomplish, but I don't think every level needs to be like that, nor should they be. So the only other thing I can think of is that we use a block for this central thing. And that's totally possible too, as long as we can just avoid getting a fireball in there, or even if we do. Let's do this. Okay, so now they're going to go over here. Whoa! I was not expecting that. Okay, there we go. Ah! Okay, let me just do one more pass. With them separated like that, now it's going to be... What? Why does... Oh, the toggle wall! Oh, my bad. I'm an idiot. Okay, that's what's going on. Okay, now let's do it. There we go. Okay. So now I should just be able to push that down. That one was well done. That threw me off. Okay, now we got this water one. Why are there little alcoves there like that? There's no gliders in this room either. Oh, wait a minute, there is. So wait a minute, why were you not... Was I just missing him? I could have just been missing him. Okay, so I'm noticing here that the glider is probably going to be directed into that, so it's going to be basically our mission... Let me get these first. We're going to have to figure out a way to get the glider out of that, and then, oof. One of these water spaces is going to have to be filled up. That's what I'm getting out of this. One of them is going to have to be filled up. But the problem is that if I go all the way to the end over there, like if I went all the way here, then with a block, then I can't really retrieve it or get the key, so that's an issue. So, that puts us in a very strange position, and I'm not sure how we can escape from that. I guess what we could do... Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. I was being an idiot. If there's one thing this level is very good at, it's misdirection. I thought that these little spots here were going to have to be useful, but apparently you don't even need them. And I'm wondering if that was by design, and we were supposed to be fooled into thinking that the glider was supposed to bounce off of that and come back to something, or... Okay, so what do we got here? We got these three things. Okay. So I got all the chips, so what's the objective here? It looks like I'm going to need to push one of the blocks into that bomb. Oh. And then we've got another... Okay. I'm going to assume that these are blocks. These are not supposed to be fireballs. I hope they're not fireballs. I don't think there's any need to use the fireballs here. There we go. I'm not sure how to feel about that one. I think it was a fairly decent level. I don't necessarily think it was super, super great, but I like the idea. I'm always interested in levels that take an idea and iterate on the idea in such a way that you're constantly having to shift your thinking, and this level did a good job of that. I feel like maybe it could have had one iteration less. Maybe not 5 rooms, maybe 4 rooms, and one of them could have just been removed. That was a little similar to the other ones. But overall, it was fun. I would raise the time limit a little bit, but overall, it was pretty fun. Alright, Green Fever. This looks like another maze. I'm glad I have suction boots, otherwise this would be horrible to optimize. I'm still on the fence about whether or not I want to optimize this set. Josh did post something in the Discord CC chat, which we now have Discord, which is really cool. He posted something about uploading it to PyGuy's site, where there's going to be a scoreboard for it on March 1st. And it's still before March 1st, so... I don't know. I do have some time to work on the levels, I guess, so that's good. By the way, I want to just clarify some comments I made in the last video. I don't know if I'm going to get a whole lot of comments on them, because I haven't posted that video yet of this recording. But a couple of things. One of them is that I didn't mean to sound like I was looking down on the CC community for not supporting Chips Challenge 2. What I was trying to say was it's kind of been a little bit sad to see how Chips Challenge 2 hasn't been supported, either by the community or, even by Chuck, just because it's, it's old, and, there's more reason to support something like Chuck's Challenge, which is technically a newer game with, with a little bit more of a fan base, it would seem, on Steam at least, than CC2, although I don't think it's a significantly larger fan base. Also, I'm not really going in any systematic order here, so that's going to bite me in the butt. But I guess what I was trying to say was that I really hope for great things for the game, because overall I believe it's got a lot more potential than CC1. I think CC1 has, a lot of great things about it, but I feel like it's kind of run its course now. Wait, there are extra chips in this? Oh my, this really did become a lot more interesting to optimize. Oh, and we're going to have to lose these. Oh, no. Okay, well, I guess we'll go down to this area here that we saw. You know what? I'm not even going to bother doing that. I'm just going to take the long road. Well, I'll do a little bit of it. I can't help myself. Can't help myself. But yeah, I'm really hoping that that CC2 will gain even more of a fan base, because one of the things that's been a little frustrating has been, I've noticed there's been a lot of new people in the community who've really rallied around CC2, and at the same time, they haven't really quite gotten the level of, hey, this is a cool thing to support, and, level of feedback on levels, for instance. I've even noticed a couple of people who have left the community because of that, and that's been kind of sad. What am I supposed to do here? This seems unwinnable, because if I get that key, I'm going to have to use it, and that's the only place to use it. And I have to hold the trap down with that block. Did I miss something? Also, I should mention, speaking of comments on things, I'm recording these videos a long time in advance, and it's not going to help if you post a comment like, don't do this or do this in the next part, because I'll probably already have done that weeks before I post the video. So it's probably not the best thing. Okay, so that really is connected to that. I just want to eliminate that as an option. And that bug doesn't really do anything, so yeah, I'm pretty much left with this. I don't really see how... I get flippers. Alright, flippers. Why are flippers useful? I wish I could go through there, but not while I have the yellow key in tow. Huh. Is there a way I can get a monster to hit that? Because I'm not seeing it. Alright, let's try this again. So I cannot get the... Oh! That's right, I get flippers! Silly me. Okay. That was really silly. I feel dumb now. So I can totally smash you up there. Oh, except I probably shouldn't, because then the tank won't be able to move. Okay, let's not do that. So I still have not been able to get rid of the yellow key, but I can do it here. So I lose my flippers, and I cannot really do anything here because I don't have any fire boots. This is kind of a confusing level. Come to think of it, I could use the block potentially after I'm done here, because I no longer have any need for flippers, unless there's some other grand purpose for them. But I'm not seeing how that's really useful. And I probably need it to be on the button. Okay, what am I missing? Is there any purpose to that teeth monster being there? Because I'm not seeing it. There's also nothing under that block. I already used the red key, so I guess I can just use this and not go there. So let's go here now. Okay, so now I can do that, and now the paramecia, come on, there we go, exploded that. So let's see if what that ultimately accomplishes. So I can go here. I'm assuming I have to push that to the left, but I'm not sure if I'm supposed to do that yet. Okay, what is that clone? Oh, it's that. Okay. This is kind of reminding me of Dip Your Hand in Felony. Okay, there we go. Aha! Now we got some fire boots. Ooh, and there's a pop-up wall under there. I know Josh loves doing that. So I'm assuming that's going to control this glider cloner. So are we supposed to take the glider all the way down there? I'm assuming the answer is yes. I don't really see this being all that difficult, as long as we just push this over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's clone 4. Oh, we only get 1? Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay. I mean, now that I look at the mechanism, it kind of seems obvious in hindsight, but I didn't realize that at the time. Okay, so let's go back through here and do our little routine again. This is an interesting level. I think this uses the walls of something, but I don't know what it is. Whoop. It looks very familiar, but I'm pretty sure it's a custom level, and I don't know which one. Okay, so now let's do that. That. Okay, so we have to set all these blocks up, is what I'm getting out of this. I see. So I believe... How are we going to get... What? Okay, I'm kind of seeing the path we're going to have to take. So wait a minute, there are how many traps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we've got only 6 blocks. That could be an issue. Except if I kept this there, that block right there, then that should be fine, right? Because I can just push this down like that, and I'll push this one up. And in that case, I should be able to get away with this, right? Just go here, here, and then place this one here. That's really interesting. I like the fact that the level subverted all your expectations about how the blocks were going to be used. But again, it did so in a way that wasn't very mean, and I love that. Okay, so now what do? We still need to get in there. I can go through here again. Oh, I can go in here now. Good. Alright. I don't believe going through the force floor thingy is really going to help, because that just toggles. Yeah, so that's going to lead me to the ice area. So let's go around that way. Okay, so I think we can safely get rid of those now. Okay, so that's fake. Ooh, how are we going to handle this? I think that one's going to be pushed to the left, and then, yeah, I see how we're going to do it. There we go. The door thing here, I don't know if this is intentional or not, but it kind of reminds me of Lockdown from CCLP4, because it's a structure that you're having to revisit over and over again. And there's something new to discover every time you see it, and I like that. Alright, let's go there. I had to make sure that was a bug and not a paramecium, otherwise that would have been a really embarrassing death. Alright, the Woe Zone. I think we got time for one more. Oh, this is going to be fun. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about this. Not just from an optimization standpoint, but just from a gameplay standpoint. Oh my. There we go. Good. Okay. If you know how teleports work, this isn't so bad. That's what I'm noticing. Also, I feel like the level is a little bit lenient, which is a good thing in this case, when it comes to the amount of times you can go through the same area like we just did a minute ago. And I appreciate that. I don't appreciate that, though. Alright, let's not do that anymore. This chip right here is a little tricky, but it's not too bad. I think as long as I just consistently go to the left like this and not go right through anything, I'm fine. That's what I'm noticing out of this. Okay, I think okay, here we go. Here's the last one. Alright, so now, how do we handle this? There we go. That was fun. I liked that one a lot. Not sure I would necessarily want to see it in an official set, because I would not want to optimize that, but it was fun to play. Actually, you know what? I wouldn't mind seeing this one in an official set. Again, it's one of those levels that seems easy, but it's got just enough of that you got to keep you on your toes business to make sure that you're not exactly just winging it and not thinking about everything just blindly, and that's cool. Alright, so next time we're going to take on Slytherin Common Room. I have an embarrassing confession to make. I have not actually seen the Harry Potter movies. I want to see them sometime, but I want to see them like all in a row, so it's going to be like a time investment. So is it pronounced Slytherin or Slytherin? I'm assuming Slytherin because it sounds like slither, like a snake. And it's spelled differently, but I'm assuming that that's the inspiration. But, yeah, I'm sad to say that I don't know for sure. So this is actually something that would be appropriate to comment on, because I'm not going to address it in the next video. Is it pronounced Slytherin or Slytherin? By the way, I hope I didn't sound too harsh earlier about my comment about commenting. It's just, I record these far in advance just because I've got enough going on in my real life that I don't have time to just record one a day or two a day. So I try to just do them whenever I can. And as long as that's kept in mind, as long as you guys understand that, then we're good. You know, I just want to make sure everyone knows that. I don't record something and then read comments on it and then record another video right after that. That's not how I do videos, just because I don't have the time to do that. So anyway, hope we're good on that. Next time we're going to take on this level and hopefully many others. So until then, thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video, don't forget to like, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell so you can get notified of when the next video hits. But until that point, take care, and I will catch you on the flip side.